More in 4, that's the motto of Kalamazoo College, or K. In just a week, alumni from across the country will be flocking back to campus to participate in the very first Kalamazoo College Career Summit. It's 2 days of practical preparation for life post-graduation. Joining me this morning, Joan Hawkshurst, Director for the Center of Career Development. Joan, thanks so much for being here this morning. So I'm a little biased. I am a K alum. And it's just so neat to see what so many different people that have graduated from K College right here in Kalamazoo have done. Tell me a little bit about the summit.
Well, as you mentioned, this is the first time that we have gathered high-level professionals with a success in a wide variety of industries here on campus. And the idea is that students will really have a chance to position themselves for the global job market by having access to these folks who are entrepreneurs, chief litigators, people who've started companies, a really wide variety of successful K-grads back with us.
You know, when you approached alumni, there's a very long list of people that will be speaking, doing breakout sessions with students, participating. I mean, how was the response from alumni just about coming back and speaking to future graduates?
Sure. Well, a lot of the work of gathering the folks who are coming was actually done by an alum himself, Brad O'Neill, from the class of '93, who's a vice president at SurveyMonkey. So for several years now, he's been bringing a small group of students out to Silicon Valley to meet the folks he knows. And he's always wanted to kind of broaden the appeal. So he's bringing his folks here to Kalamazoo, and we're actually able to augment that with other alumni from, like you mentioned, all across the country. Students are super excited. All of our sessions are over-enrolled. It's going to be a great weekend.
So I know it's a 2-day event. How will it work? You know, there is so much happening. Like you said, breakout sessions, so a chance for smaller groups. Lots of people very interested. How will the few days work?
So we'll kick off with our president, Jorge Gonzalez, welcoming folks, a big dinner plenary opening event, and then a panel of speakers moderated by Brad. During the next morning, there'll be lots of different ways for students to engage. Our hope is that they'll build connections, that they'll gain confidence in themselves as the next generation of this kind of leaders across the country.
So this is the very first of its kind. Of course, as you just mentioned, it's all for the students, but is this something that you are hoping will continue?
Absolutely. I mean, if the kind of response that we're getting this time is any indication, we'll be able to keep bringing folks to campus for a long time into the future.
And you know, I know you mentioned this has actually generated a very large response even from the community. Is this event specifically for students, or is there an opportunity for people here in Kalamazoo, you know, to come see what these alums are up to?
Well, so this year we really are focusing on the student experience. We want to make sure that we're able to get them what they need out of this. We want them to make sure they're able to see how their liberal arts education is going to translate into opportunities in the future. And then we'll think about in the future whether there are ways to actually expand it to larger audiences.
A very, very exciting few days ahead. So can't wait to hear how it goes. Joan, thank you so much for being here this morning. We are now going to check in with meteorologist Christina Anthony, who has another look at our forecast. Hi, Christina.
Hi there. I think Glenn from The Walking Dead was even a K College alum.